Welcome to NFL Daily Brief, your fast track to today's biggest football stories. Like and subscribe to stay in the game. Caleb Williams performed well in his preseason debut, completing 6 of 10 passes for 107 yards and a touchdown.
The Bears scored a touchdown on their opening drive, a significant improvement from last season.
The Bills rested most of their starters, contributing to the Bears' success.
The Jaguars showed improvement in their second preseason game, with a cleaner offensive performance.
Trevor Lawrence played well, completing 14 of 17 passes for 119 yards and a touchdown in 2 preseason games.
The Saints' quarterback competition remains close, with both Spencer Rattler and Tyler Shaw showing potential.
Jackson Dart impressed for the Giants, leading 2 touchdown drives in the second half.
The Jets' passing offense struggled, with Justin Fields unable to connect downfield with his receivers.
The Buccaneers saw some standout performances, including touchdown passes from Teddy Bridgewater.
The Steelers' run defense performed well, while their offensive run game continued to struggle.
Stetson Bennett showed improvement for the Rams, throwing for 3 touchdowns.
Chargers rookie receivers Keandre Lambert-Smith and Trey Harris had impressive performances.
Caleb Williams led the Chicago Bears on a 92-yard touchdown drive in their preseason game against the Buffalo Bills.
This strong opening drive was a statement about the identity Chicago is trying to build on offense.
Williams, playing in his first preseason game, emphasized the importance of setting the tone for the team.
Despite starting at their own 8-yard line, Williams led a 4-minute drive culminating in a 36-yard touchdown pass to Olamide Zaccheaus.
Williams connected with 4 different receivers on the drive, showcasing his versatility and growing chemistry with the team.
He finished the game with 107 passing yards and a touchdown in just 2 drives.
Coach Ben Johnson praised Williams for his recent strong performance in training camp and the preseason game.
Johnson noted Williams has been locked in and has stacked several good days in a row.
Williams acknowledged the challenges of learning a new offense and the importance of maintaining a growth mindset.
He highlighted the need to handle everything at the line of scrimmage and take pressure off his teammates.
Williams had a solid outing against the Bills' first-team defense, including a productive joint practice.
Backup quarterback Tyson Bagent played the majority of the game after Williams and performed well, throwing for 196 yards and a touchdown.
The Jacksonville Jaguars have acquired defensive tackle Colin Saunders from the New Orleans Saints.
In return, the Saints receive veteran center Luke Fortner, as confirmed by league sources.
The Jaguars' interior defensive line has been a weakness for the past 2 seasons.
The team hoped to improve with Eric Armstead moving inside and Mawson Smith developing further.
However, Armstead is dealing with a back injury and Smith suffered a lower body injury.
Veteran Davon Hamilton has also not performed at his 2022 level due to a previous back infection.
Saunders is entering his 7th season, having spent the last 2 with the Saints.
He previously played 4 seasons with the Kansas City Chiefs, winning 2 Super Bowl titles.
Saunders has a career record of 6.5 sacks and 181 tackles.
He notably had a 37-yard interception return against the Chiefs last season.
Fortner, a 2022 third-round pick, played every snap as a rookie and in 2023.
However, he struggled, leading to his replacement and the eventual signing of Robert Hainsey.
The Houston Texans traded wide receiver John Mechie III to the Philadelphia Eagles.
In return, the Texans received tight end Harrison Bryant and a 5th-round draft pick.
This trade comes after the Texans lost tight end Brevin Jordan to a season-ending knee injury.
Mechie missed his entire rookie season due to leukemia treatment.
He was drafted by the Texans in the 2nd round of the 2022 draft.
This preseason, Mechie leads Texans receivers with 53 receiving yards in 2 games.
However, he was positioned as the 5th wide receiver on Houston's depth chart.
The chart is led by veterans Nico Collins and Christian Kirk.
Rookies Jaden Higgins and Jalen Noel are also featured on the depth chart.
In Philadelphia, Mechie joins a depth chart led by star wide receivers A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith.
Smith and Mechie were teammates at Alabama.
They were members of the Crimson Tide's 2020 national championship winning team.
Cleveland Browns quarterback Dylan Gabriel clarified his in-game interview comment was not directed at teammate Shedeur Sanders.
After the preseason game against the Philadelphia Eagles, Gabriel discussed tuning out the noise surrounding the Browns' quarterback competition.
He referred to entertainers and competitors, leading many to believe he was referencing Sanders.
Sanders has garnered significant attention despite being a fifth-round draft pick, partly due to his famous father, Deion Sanders.
Gabriel later explained that he uses the term entertainers to refer to the media.
He reiterated that his focus is on competing alongside his teammates.
Shedeur Sanders missed the Eagles game due to an oblique injury but impressed in his debut against the Carolina Panthers.
He threw for 138 yards and 2 touchdowns against the Panthers in Week 1 of the preseason.
The Browns have 4 quarterbacks competing for the starting position: Gabriel, Sanders, Joe Flacco, and Kenny Pickett.
Head coach Kevin Stefanski indicated a decision on the starter would be coming soon.
Stefanski also expressed hope that both Sanders and Pickett would increase their practice participation this week.
Pickett has been sidelined since July 26 with a hamstring injury.
Travis Hunter missed his second preseason game due to an upper body injury.
Jaguars coach Liam Cohen held Hunter out of practice as a precaution.
Hunter was present at the practice with a play sheet, standing alongside wide receivers coach Edgar Bennett.
Several other Jaguars starters also missed the game due to various injuries.
These included Anton Harrison, Chuma Edoga, Tyson Campbell, Eric Armstead, and Mawson Smith.
Key reserve players like Cole Van Lanen, Monteric Brown, Jalen McLeod, and Caleb Ransaw were also out due to injuries.
Dennis Gardeck was held out as a precautionary measure due to a knee issue.
Wide receiver Diami Brown also did not play, but the team has not announced an injury for him.
Hunter has been practicing on both offense and defense.
He participated in a significant number of snaps in recent practices, including offensive and defensive scrimmage plays.
The Jaguars are evaluating Hunter's ability to contribute on both sides of the ball.
There are ongoing discussions about whether he should focus on one position in the National Football League.
Green Bay Packers running back Marshawn Lloyd is dealing with another hamstring injury.
This latest setback could sideline him for the regular season opener and potentially longer.
Lloyd left Saturday's preseason game against the Indianapolis Colts after a 33-yard reception.
Packers coach Matt LaFleur confirmed that Lloyd will miss some time due to the injury.
Lloyd's injury history is extensive, missing almost all of his rookie season last year.
He suffered various injuries including hip, hamstring, and ankle problems, along with an appendectomy.
This most recent hamstring injury occurred during his 2025 debut after missing the first preseason game with a groin injury.
Packers running backs coach Ben Simmons acknowledged the unusual string of bad luck with injuries for Lloyd.
The Packers are also facing potential absences from other players due to injuries.
Rookie defensive lineman Baron Sorrell sustained a knee injury and is expected to be out for multiple weeks.
Safety Omar Brown remains hospitalized in Indianapolis with a lung injury.
Quarterback Jordan Love, recovering from thumb surgery, could return to practice soon.
New York Giants wide receiver Malik Nabers is dealing with a minor back issue and has not practiced recently.
Sources indicate this is normal camp tightness, but he has missed the Giants' first 2 preseason games.
The Giants have a tight schedule this week with only one full practice in their final preseason game.
It is logical that Nabers might miss the entire preseason to be ready for the regular season.
The Giants are being cautious with Nabers, recognizing his importance to the offense.
He has also dealt with a toe and shoulder injury earlier this year.
The Giants are being tight-lipped about the specifics of Nabers' injury.
Coach Brian Daboll simply stated that Nabers is working hard to get back.
Left tackle Andrew Thomas is also rehabbing from surgery and is on the physically unable to perform list.
General Manager Joe Schoen expects Thomas to be ready for Week 1.
Nabers has been seen on the sideline in uniform and street clothes, appearing to move well.
These are positive signs for his availability for the season opener against the Commanders.
Sources indicate that Dallas Cowboys wide receiver Jonathan Mingo may have injured the posterior cruciate ligament in his right knee during Saturday's game against the Baltimore Ravens.
This injury occurred in the third quarter after Mingo made a 49-yard reception and landed awkwardly while attempting another catch.
He was examined in the medical tent and quickly ruled out of the game.
Cowboys coach Brian Schottenheimer confirmed that Mingo would undergo further testing, including an MRI, to determine the severity of the injury.
This injury could sideline Mingo for multiple weeks and impact the Cowboys' 53-man roster decisions.
Mingo was acquired from the Carolina Panthers last year and recorded 5 receptions for 46 yards in 8 games.
He had a strong offseason and training camp, solidifying a potential role as a 4th or 5th wide receiver.
This injury could open up opportunities for other receivers like Jalen Tolbert, Jalen Brooks, and Ryan Flournoy.
In 2021, running back Ezekiel Elliott played with a partially torn PCL, wearing a brace that limited his explosiveness.
The Cowboys will need to consider this precedent when evaluating Mingo's situation.
Mingo did not catch any passes from starting quarterback Dak Prescott last season due to Prescott's injury.
The Cowboys will hope for a speedy recovery for Mingo as they prepare for the upcoming season.
When analyzing National Football League rosters, it is important to remember that it is all relative.
It is easy to say a team is in good shape at a particular position, but each unit is only as good as it is relative to the league as 31 other teams.
Position-by-position unit rankings for all 32 teams this season cover the 10 key offensive and defensive groups.
These are 2025 rankings, not long-term outlooks.
At quarterback, Lamar Jackson led all quarterbacks in QBR, adjusted net yards per passing attempt, and expected points added.
Derek Carr's retirement has left the Saints in rebuild mode at quarterback.
The Minnesota Vikings have much on the line with a new starting quarterback in 2025.
At running back, the Detroit Lions have a strong duo in Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery.
The Dallas Cowboys running back position remains a low priority.
The Los Angeles Chargers revamped their running back room with Najee Harris and Omarion Hampton.
At wide receiver, the Cincinnati Bengals' Jamar Chase and T. Higgins are a formidable pair.
The Las Vegas Raiders wide receiver group lacks proven talent beyond Jacoby Myers.
The Texans and Eagles engaged in a trade involving players and draft picks previously exchanged between them.
The Texans acquired tight end Harrison Bryant and a 2026 fifth-round pick.
The Eagles received wide receiver John Mechie III and a 2026 sixth-round pick.
This trade allowed both teams to reacquire their original picks from a previous trade involving C.J. Gardner-Johnson and Kenyon Green.
The Texans traded from a position of strength at wide receiver to address the Eagles' need at the position.
Mechie has had limited impact since his National Football League debut due to a leukemia diagnosis.
The Eagles hope to unlock Mechie's potential given their limited depth at wide receiver.
Bryant was buried on the Eagles' depth chart and will join a Texans tight end group featuring Dalton Schultz.
The Texans may view Bryant as a blocking upgrade given Schultz and Stover's struggles in run blocking.
The Eagles took a calculated risk on Mechie given the importance of the wide receiver position.
The Texans made a solid move by acquiring value for a player whose roster spot was not guaranteed.
The trade represents a classic preseason deal where both teams addressed their respective needs.
The National Football League preseason is underway, with teams preparing for the 2025 season and making final roster adjustments.
We are tracking every trade made before the season begins on September 4th.
Recent deals include the Jacksonville Jaguars acquiring defensive tackle Colin Saunders from the New Orleans Saints.
In return, the Saints received center Luke Fortner from the Jaguars.
The Houston Texans acquired tight end Harrison Bryant and a 2026 fifth-round pick from the Philadelphia Eagles.
Philadelphia received wide receiver John Mechie III and a 2026 sixth-round pick in exchange.
The Las Vegas Raiders traded cornerback Jacorian Bennett to the Philadelphia Eagles for defensive tackle Thomas Booker IV.
Tight end Darren Waller came out of retirement to join the Miami Dolphins.
The Dolphins sent a conditional 2026 sixth-round pick to the New York Giants in exchange.
A blockbuster trade saw the Miami Dolphins send cornerback Jalen Ramsey and tight end Jonnu Smith to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The Steelers also received a 2027 seventh-round pick in the deal.
In return, the Dolphins acquired safety Minkah Fitzpatrick and a 2027 fifth-round pick.
Mitchell Trubisky returned to Chicago, where he was previously the Bears' starting quarterback, now as the Buffalo Bills' backup.
He participated in joint practices with the Bears, sharing second-team repetitions with fellow Bills backup Mike White.
Trubisky reconnected with former teammates and staff, reflecting on his time in Chicago.
Drafted second overall in 2017, Trubisky is now in his 9th National Football League season, competing for the backup role behind Josh Allen.
He expressed fondness for his time as the Bears' franchise quarterback, despite the pressure.
Trubisky still aims to be a starting quarterback again in the league.
His 2018 season with the Bears saw them go 12-4, winning the National Football Conference North.
However, subsequent seasons saw the team struggle, and Trubisky's quarterback rating declined.
He noted significant roster turnover in Chicago since his departure in 2020.
After the Bears declined his fifth-year option, Trubisky joined the Bills in 2021 as Allen's backup.
He then spent 2 seasons with the Pittsburgh Steelers before returning to Buffalo.
Trubisky is now competing with White for the backup quarterback position.
Fantasy football drafts focus on finding valuable players, but we all have certain players we desire on our teams.
This round-by-round analysis provides insight into draft day considerations, highlighting key players.
Average draft position data from DraftShark's Market Index tool ensures the roadmap is widely applicable.
When making selections, consider if you are drafting a player at their ceiling.
If so, look for someone with more upside potential.
In the first round, prioritize the best available player.
Bijan Robinson is a top target if you have a top 2 pick.
Other first-round running backs have concerns like workload, shared carries, or age.
Elite wide receivers such as Justin Jefferson or CeeDee Lamb are excellent alternatives.
In the second round, Jonathan Taylor is a solid choice, along with other running backs like Devin Achane.
Taylor has consistently been a feature back despite quarterback woes.
The third round presents a chance to draft a top tight end like Trey McBride.
McBride has shown impressive target share and fantasy point production.
Alternatively, wide receivers like Tyreek Hill or running back James Cook are good choices.
Liz Loza ranks Raiders rookie Ashton Jeanty higher than Saquon Barkley in fantasy football drafts.
This draft guide offers resources for various fantasy football league formats.
ESPN Fantasy provides rankings, projections, mock drafts, and expert analysis.
The guide caters to both experienced players and newcomers.
It includes cheat sheets, player projections, and depth charts.
Rankings cover various formats, including Superflex, IDP, and Dynasty leagues.
Mock drafts are available for different league sizes and scoring types.
Expert analysis covers sleepers, busts, breakouts, and undervalued players.
The guide also offers strategic advice for different draft formats.
It addresses specific player situations like Drake May and Ashton Jeanty.
Injury outlooks and new app features are also discussed.
Finally, it provides resources for team naming.
That's a wrap on this week's NFL Blitz Talk. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time with more gridiron fire and fearless breakdowns.